So nice. Hello, Shorty Types, thank you so much for the tier 1. Sorry guys, I was just finishing up my coffee. I was running a little bit delayed on the coffee lane here. Hello, so stoked for this. I love my Ori CLS-3. Lil Stacks used to own it. Oh, like you have the one that Lil Stacks had? That's cool. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun build today. I got us some cherry Nixies all ready to go. RG bro, what's going on? Chug it. No, it's actually like piping hot. I would not want to chug this right now. It is delicious though. I'm on a new coffee bean, which I think so far is, oh, I honestly, Nork, I'll explain in a second. I'm on a new coffee bean though. It has like a milk chocolate, like kind of like middle taste, like you taste it as you're sipping it, and I am loving it. The next bean I'm gonna try after this is the Mode Design coffee bean, but I think right now, like this bean that I'm using now with the milk chocolate kind of finish, it also has like a fruit kind of aftertaste as well. I really like it. I like the mug. Thanks. Novel Keys gave it to me for Christmas. It's a West Virginia mug. Hello everyone. Okay, so the reason why I didn't post any stream schedule this week, not only because I've been extremely busy today. Honestly, guys, I think, I don't know, man. I've been a little bit bummy lately for like what feels like no reason. I was talking to my girlfriend a little bit about this, but I think I've been comparing myself like just life-wise to not people in the hobby, but like people in general. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It's weird. I think I got in my own head about it the last like few weeks, and I think it's been trailing off. Tonight is a Vietnamese build. You should match it with Vietnamese coffee. I should have done that, huh? West Virginia Mountain Mama, take me home a country road. Lexi, thank you so much for the tier 1. Appreciate you, Lex. Oh goodness. It's best to only compare yourself to who you were yesterday. I don't disagree. It's your body telling you to chill, bro. You know what it is? I personally, I don't know if, do you guys want to hear life talks? I don't know if that's on the agenda for today. Thank you, Rufus. I appreciate your 100 bits, dude. We're all running their own race. I don't disagree. Comparisons are always rough. Just remember to do your own thing. Some will be better than, yeah, I don't disagree. Just do you. 100% sloth. Sub-Zero, or Sub-Zero, Expo Zero. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it.
Everyone on their own journey, my man.
Thank you so much, man.
On yourself. It will all work out.
Yeah, it will. I think it's also because I think in my mind I got a little bit of a later start in my life. Like I didn't find what I liked doing, and I know it doesn't matter. And it's funny because I'll talk about it being like not really a big deal, but like there's still a part of me that thinks it is. You know, I guess because I think I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself to like save, and find a way to eventually buy a home, but like that task honestly kind of feels a little bit impossible, especially with what's going on right now in like Toronto and just like in general in the housing market. And I think these tasks that seemed like easier years and years ago for people who maybe had their life on track. Like now it's like, because I got the late start and now I'm also facing this, it's like hurdles, you know, and I think I've been just getting in my own head about it, you know, but hopefully we can power through that, you know. Houses are getting harder. Yeah, it's very hard in your area with current markets. It is. I'm back in school for engineering in my mid-30s. I understand the late start. Yeah, dude, Expo, I fucking feel you full on, man. I'm 31, turning 32 this year. You know, still doing, well, just started streaming like not too long ago, and I'm still kind of learning about myself, you know? Thank you, Shorty Types. I appreciate the 200 bits. I only started working full-time at 26. It took me years before I felt like I caught up to my peers. I fully understand, man. Yeah, and I feel like now, like, this is the first year where I'm like, damn, I feel like I am catching up, kinda, but it feels like I'm still so far behind, bro. It's crazy. It is insanely wild to feel this way. Let's move some stuff on my desk. Trust you will eventually get there, and when you do, the feeling will be so much better. Yeah. I think it's definitely cathartic to talk about, and like it helps talking about it for sure. I still have a tendency to bottle things in, so. Oh,
Nodders.
Space cables? How you doing, Reagan? Hopefully you're having a lovely day today. Thanks, man, for the tier 3, bro. I got my first job at 29, so hey, again, you guys keep telling me, I'm gonna tell you guys, we all start differently. I feel like I got my first like real like big boy job at like 25-ish. We just got an offer accepted on our first house. So freaking excited. Ooh, congratulations. That's huge. Shout out to Space Cables. Customer support is top tier. Yeah, Reagan is any of my sponsors, but like Reagan's one of those guys that's like I fully trust will always do the right thing. He's so down to earth when it comes to things too, like problems especially. So one of the reasons why I love him. Consider interest-only mortgage. It makes your first home buy much easier. Okay, True Buzz, you know what it is too, man? There's like not a lot of options right now. Like a part of me, I understand the idea of picking up like a fixer-upper house. You know what I mean? Like I get the appeal for some people, but dude, like I don't know if I could do that. Because that's going to be projects that make a lot of noise. And like, if I want to continue doing this and filming and stuff like that, I could like make that part of content, I suppose. But it's going to be hard, like managing, you know, fixing up stuff plus recording things. It's going to be kind of weird, you know? Super expensive too, materials and equipment. I heard wood has gone down. That didn't come out right. I've heard the price of wood has gone down. Now it feels a little bit better. My QK60 I bought on the KFA Marketplace got its shipping label just a little bit ago. Hey, yo. Go for it. We don't complain about noise. You guys are too nice, bro. Appreciate you guys. House flipping show? Nah. Honestly, that's one thing you'll probably never see me do is house flipping. It's already hard enough for people to buy homes. I'm not going to make it harder just because I want to make a buck. My morals won't allow it, dude. All right, let's take a look at this keyboard. I'm gonna show off some other stuff after we do some of the board stuff, but packaging. I like smaller boxes like this. Sound suppression software is crazy nowadays. Sure, we could do that too. In my opinion, at least for me, fixing a house is a pain and expensive if you don't know what you're doing. Our roof got issues and damage is expensive. Yes, roofs can be pretty pricey. They indeed can be. So this is the ORI CLS-3/88. Put this guy here. Got our plate over here. Yeah, the red plate's quite nice. This is a really pretty keyboard. I've honestly eyed this stuff, like stuff from ORI, for a long time. I think I've entered some of the raffles a while ago and never got in on it, but this is a proto version of the CLS-3, the TKL version. Very, very pretty, dude. Very nice curves in the weight. So I think this is I really like this keyboard because I feel like a lot of it's like very thoughtful. Carefully put that down. Well, let me get a desk pad to put down on this too. Holy, this looks nice. Yes, it is a very, very pretty keyboard. You can see some, even the subtle curves on the side here. It is very pretty looking. This is definitely one of the more elegant keyboards we've probably taken a look at here in a while. Can you show the back? Yes, we'll show every single side here in a second. You're thoughtful? Hey, yo. Roofs are expensive. Got like 3 different opinions. I've heard too, don't quote me on this because I am not a homeowner and I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I've heard that with home stuff, obviously go with someone reputable, but it's always good to go with someone who has like 2 things. It's always good to go with someone who has obviously more reputation and pay the extra a little bit if you have to, because you don't want to be doing it again. And I've also heard that it's also good to get lots of different quotes, because you never know like what could pop up, and get a lot of different eyes on the projects for that kind of stuff too. All right, here's the side. The side's really pretty. I've already taken a quick look at this, by the way, off camera, guys. But look at this. Look at this pretty side profile. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Look at this very, very elegant side profile. Again, we got the curves, got that little bit of brass peeking out on the bottom. I like it. A lot of layers here. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's not your typical wedge. Yeah, it's really clean. I really like this. Again, I think when you have a keyboard like this, especially TKLs, and you have a little bit more thought that gets put into them, I think it definitely... Nice. Oh, dude, it's a nice red. It definitely separates itself from everything too, so this is very, very pretty. Then we have the back. The back's actually quite nice. I really like this back. Almost reminds me, I'm not too sure, I don't think, I should have asked this while I was talking to him, but I'm not too sure what the design language on the back is supposed to be. To me, this almost reminds me of a bit of like a sunset type thing, or a sunrise for some weird reason. I'm not too sure if there's a story behind it or not, but otherwise it looks pretty nice. I like the different materials here and the different colors of things too, so very, very pretty. I, for one, like having screws on the keyboard, like visible screws. I always have. It's very, very nice. It is gasket mounted on the inside, so you guys can see that. We have our gaskets on the side there too. Pretty nice. And then we have a little accent pieces which go on the front over here, which I think these are all... Okay, I don't know if we have to use this one, but these two. These ones here. Little accent pieces. I think we might use, I don't know what we're gonna use. Depending on which keycap set I end up sticking on this today. How is the ano quality? Ano quality seems pretty damn good. I mean, the last time, I think the last time I ever saw a keyboard with bad ano was probably, I don't know. When is the last time we saw a keyboard with bad ano? I feel like it's either it's been a while or we just haven't seen one in quite some time. I feel like it's been a while. There we go. Let's do that. All right. Now, I am going to just quickly open up the instruction for this, because taking this apart, I believe, is a little bit not as easy. No shame in using some instruction manuals, because low-key, I am awful at figuring things out. Will there be a group buy for this keyboard, Alex? As far as I know, I think so. I'm not too sure the date, but I know there's going to be a limit, just like Mama said. Better safe than sorry. Yeah. The only time I don't use the manual is when it comes to IKEA builds, because I don't know why, man. The IKEA build manuals don't help me. They make things more confusing. How do I get to my messages on this again? They recently changed the Instagram layout. Okay, here, I got it. I don't like the new Instagram layout for the web. God, it's so confusing. All right, so first we got to take out these and then the bottom. Okay. No IKEA is like hard mode engaged. I'm still like blown away at the fact that I had so many issues Pray I'm good. Thank you so much for the tier 1. And Zeep, thank you so much. I appreciate your tier 1 as well, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. IKEA for your desk? Did we have feet in this bag? Wait, where are the feet?
Hi.
I do not see any feet. Okay, I'll look for feet later. Hi, how you doing, dude? What's up? My Frog Mini HHKB came in today. Hell yeah, dude. That's huge. How do you like your Frog Mini? Actually, I do want to open some of this up.
A year of my girlfriend looking over my shoulder trying to figure out if they are real or fake plants, Suze.
I'm a fake plant guy, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Real plants are too difficult.
Can I get a spin from that Tray PLS?
Yes, you can. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that, guys. You guys are truly wonderful. Thank you guys very much. All right. The red and gold color chosen in this case look like the Vietnamese flag. I can't really comment on that because I'm gonna probably be a little ignorant here. I actually don't know what the Vietnamese flag looks like. Let me look that up. Vietnamese. Oh yeah, I mean, sorta. I feel like any red and gold keyboard then can kind of be like that. Hydrate. I only got coffee, so. All right, actually, you know what I forgot to grab? Hold on, let me go grab some stabs. One momento. I need stabilizers. One sec. I want to get real succulents for my room, but the amount of care and such. Wait, aren't they kind of like low care plants? Aren't succulents like not as bad to take care of? At least I was told. Hold on 1 second. What stabs should I use for this? Is the real question. Cherry stabs. 1 sec, guys. I actually don't know if there's any feet in the bag. It's just double checking the box for it. How many sonnets does Alex have? I've built a total of 3 from the parts they've sent. Chair stream. No, not a chair stream right now. I actually want to take this apart first. I want to explore this keyboard a little bit more. Hiccup, sorry guys. Twitch, your formatting makes me want to commit work. What happened? Wait, what? What's up, Bandit? Yeah, we'll do cherry today. Guys, I don't know what it is. I have so many 1.2 millimeter PCB stabilizers. I don't know where they all came from, but I just have so many, dude. Oh, is that the right bit? No, this is a Torx bit. Low key, kind of tilting how many I have. If you want advice on stab switches for my first key, should I fill out your commission form? If you just want advice, you can just ask here. No, there's no shame in asking here. How's the front height of the sonnets compared to the arrow? I don't remember what the arrow is, but both keyboards are completely comfortable. So I have no quarrels with anything at all. All right, first we're taking out these screws here. So these two. I used to have almost all 1.2 millimeter PCBs. Now a bunch of new keyboards are getting 1.6. That's so weird that you say that, because I feel kind of the opposite, where I stocked up on 1.2s because so many keyboards were switching, and now I feel like I have way too many of the 1.2s, and now every keyboard's switching back to 1.6. So it's a little odd. Is this a surprise stream? No, I just forgot to post the stream schedule today. Even last night, like I said I told myself I was gonna do that, and then I just completely lost track of everything that I was doing. It's a nice piece of brass. It actually looks like really clean. I don't know if that matters to anyone, but all right, let's get rid of the screws in here. All right, the two hex screws, these longer ones, were for the top, so I'll put them right here. Alex, please put some colors, keycaps, white or black or beige. All I see on red is burgundy. Wait, what happened? Siri, we'll see what we do. We'll see. Very, very pretty. I like this little engraving on the inside too. I like it. I like it. Hey Alex, I'm new to the hobby and currently looking for a TKL board. However, one of the features is that it has to have a 7U spacebars. Is that good, bad, or really doesn't matter? However, one of the features is that it only has a 7U spacebar. I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm assuming, is it a Win keyless board? I really don't think this is a bad thing. Because 7U is pretty standard for a lot of keycap sets. So I think you'll be in a good position. You know? What kind of switches would you recommend for the Mechanist feel? Creamy feel and sound? You know, you might want to go with something that's dude, okay, I love and hate saying this because I feel like I'm shilling for someone when I say this, but I'm not. I pinky swear. Dude, try KTT switches. You'd be surprised with how good KTT switches really, really are. I feel like they hit that creamy, nice, smooth sound profile for a lot of people. I think it's a good switch choice. Fiel with Holy Pandas. You look handsome today. Thank you, Snoopy. Appreciate you, dude. After a ton of modding, I was finally able to make my candy bar not sound hollow. What'd you end up doing to it? Candy bar is kind of a difficult one to get sounding really good. So this is cool. How does this piece work? Is this just one big piece? Oh yeah, it is. That's kind of neat. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at this guy. Screwed in at the bottom here. Kind of cool. And I guess this is where the daughter board would go. And then the USB. Okay, that's kind of neat. I like that. Oh, what's this screw doing here? That's kind of cool. Waltz, thank you so much,
Alex.
dude.
How is your life? I've been busy for preparing to move. By the way, any keeps you looking forward to?
My life's doing pretty good, pretty well, I think. Keeps I'm looking forward to, though. Also, where are you moving to? I would say, how does this go? Upside down or this way? I would say the only keyboard I'm like genuinely like super stoked, other than the stuff we're building on a regular basis, I think the Envoy from Mode, I think is gonna be a fun one for a lot of people. So there's that. You know? Fallen Foe, what's going on, dude? Thank you so much for the raid. Hey, babe, what's going on, Tim? Thank you, Fallen Foe. How are you doing? How's life today? All right, actually, dude, I'm like shedding hair today and I'm not sure why. Let's see, how does this go on exactly? I think, I'm just gonna kind of set this in here. I think it gets placed this way. Yeah. Okay, gets placed that way. Has this board gone on sale? No, not yet. I'm not sure the date, but I know it's gonna be limited quantities. Your sonnet reminds me of Boba Fett. Really? Dude, I don't know, I like this combination of colors on the sonnet. Now, it came with 2 daughterboard cables. I'm assuming I kind of want to use the long one, but I feel like both could work. I'm just gonna use the long one because I'm not looking to have a fight with this daughterboard today. It kind of looks like Boba Fett colors. That's pretty cool. I like Boba Fett. Been kind of disappointed with Star Wars stuff recently,
hey,
other than
what
Andor.
baby boo.
What's going on, man? Thank you so much, Kuma. I appreciate you. Just joined the raid and followed you. Can you tell me about your wooden board, please? This guy over here. So this is a Sonic, guys. This is the Mod Musing. So Matthew Encina, who's a content creator, Mod Musing is his channel, decided to do a collab with Mode. So we got this cool little, I know the side's kind of silver on this side, but it's a Mode sonnet. I put GMK Samurai on top of it, and then we put the wooden accent. I kind of like all the colors going on here, personally. I know some people said they weren't huge fans, but I kind of like it. I think it's neat. Well, maybe we don't need the super long cable, but you know what? We're gonna use it anyways. I still really like this curve on the inside as well. I think this curve's really pretty. I know it's the inside, but I don't know. I'm kind of vibing with just about every piece of this keyboard so far. Cool. All right. Next up, let's take a look at our PCB. I'll put this off to the side for now. GMK Honor. Yeah. Did I say Samurai? Honor. Sorry, my mistake. You know why? Because the box has a Samurai on it. What's up, Gio?
17 months. I swear it was at least 52 more than that.
Dude, that's crazy. Gio, has it already been 17 months? Okay, low-key, Gio, it feels like time has flown by. It does not feel like that. It's so weird, man. Glad Greg is out of there. You guys don't like Greg? I don't blame you guys. Low-key, I don't blame you. Alright, now again, I've already taken a look at some of this stuff, but...
Yo, 13 months. Let's give this handsome man some more love.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. Really do appreciate the love, guys. My Parallel Snake comes in soon. Excited to find a good Switch combo to send. Dude, I'm excited, Alpha. Alright, there's our ORI PCB. This is done by McLovin. McLovin's pretty good in the community, too. Like, I've used a lot of McLovin's PCBs. You gotta... this sounds lame, but gotta love them. They're good PCBs. McLovin, gotta love them. Pretty nice. I like them, but definitely not a bad PCB. All right, now we got that all done. Let's do our stabs. Ordered a gold Arc 60. Actually, what options do we have for the plate? We got a lot actually, but we have a win keyless board, so we're gonna do 7U obviously. Cool. Bazinga. My man Greg getting the disrespect. Dude, I listen, I'm not a big fan either, but I get the people that like Greg. I get it. Just not really for me. Alright, time to clip all these bad boys. Let me get my clippers out and we'll start the lubrication process. I was kind of hoping my 205's G0 would come in today. So I think we're still going to be on the last like increments of mine, but it is what it is. You don't beg for Greg? Honestly, clip-ins, yeah. I actually have told myself that I think unless I'm ordering stabies, the only stabs right now that I kind of want to pick up for myself are clip-ins. There's a small part of me that is a little tired of some of the other stabs I've been using. Like I genuinely have not had a great time with the new TX stuff, the latest revisions of them. Hasn't really been fun modding those for myself or for clients, so I'm kind of like staying away, as it were. I need to do a bulk order for Cherry. Yeah, I did. It was actually cheaper ordering from a vendor in Canada for these, but I unironically like Greg. That's fair. I don't know what keycap set we're going to do on this. It is a bright red board. My thought process is always going to be I want to let the board be colorful and not the keycaps. I would love to put on a beige keycap set, but we could put on something a little bit, I'd say, outside of the normal color wheel. How do Owl Lab stabs compare? They're fine. Honestly, they're fine. The only negative, well, there's a positive and negative thing. If you get a good set of wires on the Owl Lab stabs, because it uses that special material for the metal, memory metal or whatever you want to call it, it's actually pretty good. Like, you won't have a bending stab anytime soon. But if they come bend it, good luck getting that back into place. Noir might look really good, yeah. Beige on red is very nice. It's my favorite combo to put on red. I'll send you some Gatoron stabs to try out. Honestly, love them. I would love some Pancake. I think I've only ever used one batch of Gatoron stabs for a client, so I really don't have a good grasp on a long term for those. Oh, I just dropped all the clippings on the floor. Bro, I'm gonna have to get a vacuum later. Oh my God. It's the only negative side about, I thought I put them in the bag. My brain farted there. Whatever, dude. I'll just pick them up later. I feel so stupid now. That is big Sag. Richie, thank you, dude.
Hello.
Sheepy, I know, man. I know. I have to do 5 minutes of extra work now. It's crazy. Not even 5 seconds. Thank you, Richie. I appreciate the subs, guys. I bought my first IEMs coming straight from China, but probably gonna take like 3 months, rip. Wait. Sounds like you're getting good IEMs then. If they're taking a little while coming from China, usually you picked up a decent set. What did you pick up? Out of curiosity. Usually, if you have to wait, it's not a bad set at all. You need a beige edition of Greg? I mean, technically we can make that ourselves. You know? Chi-Fi is the way to go these days. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a sucker for good-looking products. If I can find a good-looking product is something that I need that also performs well, I am more inclined to pick it up. But yeah, some of the mainstream, dude, IEMs can get fucking crazy pricey. Like, there's one set that I've always wanted because I demoed them. They're called the Noble Audio Cons. And I demoed them and loved them. They're $3,000. So there's no way I'm picking that set up anytime soon. 3,000 for IEMs. 3,000 Canadian. A little over 3,000. There's no way. As much as I want them, absolutely none. But a voice mini, I would love one, yes. I'm probably going to get one. Just built my mode sonnet over the weekend? Ooh. Dude, I'm loving that everyone's loving their sonnets, bro. You can buy 2 key cults for that price? Yeah. You could. You could. I got those keycaps looking cute, by the way. Wait, which ones? I have those keycaps? These ones here? Honor? Honor's a nice set. I was actually considering moving Honor off this keyboard and maybe putting Graveyard back on, but I'm kind of vibing with the subtle amount of blue that's with the green. I like it. Actually, you know what might look nice today on the Ori keyboard? I think Boneyard might also look really, really good on that too. I want to get into IEMs, but shipping is sometimes triple the price because of where I live. Oh, really? That sucks. Shipping's not bad here. By the way, guys, can I like, I need to talk to you guys about this because I don't know how I feel about it anymore, and I don't know what I should do. You can't hear. I don't know if my mic's picking it up. I don't know what the fuck they're doing upstairs in our condo, but like every 5 or 10 minutes, sometimes even like every interval of time, it's not like they're walking. All you hear is loud, like pounding on the floor, and I have no idea what it is. I don't get it. Do I go to the front concierge and like complain? It's always at night too, by the way. It's always like after 5 o'clock. Have you seen the mashup of GMK Gregory and Striker for Cookie Monster? I have not. That sounds scary though. Bolivian, thank you so much. I appreciate the hello in the prime, dude. How are you doing? Pound? It's not, dude. Bro, that's too long, if you know what I mean. When a mommy and daddy love each other, bro, that's too long. And this sounds violent, all right? This is not that too long. No, it's not a consistent enough sound for it to be like a workout or anything like that. It sounds like almost a hammer. I don't know, man. It's fucking irritating me. Like, kind of like you were to be building furniture, but it's been going on for like 3 weeks. 2 weeks. You should search up GMK Cookie Monster on Google. I already have an idea of what that looks like, and it sounds like it's going to be cursed. Absolutely cursed. Gamer Rage? No, Gamer Rage is more of a sharp sound because you're usually smashing your plastic mouse. You know what I mean? It's just Nina hammering keyboards upstairs. Is she live right now? Is that her? Is she my upstairs neighbor? That'd be funny, man. That would be funny. She's live right now. Is she actually? That'd be funny, man. That would actually kill me. But then I would be very curious as to why she's smashing her keyboards that often. A hobbyist? You know, that was kind of the one thing that I was like, okay, this sounds really stupid of me. I don't know if you guys do this too. Whenever I see people pick up mail now, I kind of like to have a peek at what they're picking up to see if it's like a brand I know, you know, especially being so involved in like keyboards and stuff like that. One time I did see someone pick up something from, what was it? It was KBD fans, but I didn't say anything. And there were like 3 or 4 places in front of me in the postal office. But I thought it was pretty cool. As if Rama's actually shipping anything. Yeah, that's another story. I'm all for it. Like, you know, people have delays. I get it. But I feel like sometimes it's just unwarranted, you know? I've never seen anything from a key company with somebody that's not addressed to me. Doesn't it? Okay, Liam, I know this sounds like a little bit pessimistic, but it also makes you, doesn't it feel kind of like lonely in a way sometimes too? So it's cool seeing like the people in person sometimes in the hobby. Maybe someone's going ham on monkey type. I don't know, man. It's wild how bad it is. I don't know if anyone can do anything about it. I had this sus pack drive at my house today, and it had counterfeit watch in it. Like, you didn't order it, it just showed up. That's weird. Can't say it's ever happened to me, but I've been digging the 65 XT layout a lot, but there's literally no options. Just wait, soon, Lugs. You will see soon there's going to be an option for that from NK. You wait. Makes me feel special, like a weirdo. Blankies. Yeah, I know. You're unique. The NK Plus Nodders. Yes. We'll take a look at that soon, too. I don't know when, but soon. Soon TM. NK sent someone's 7V on accident. Poor guy. It was a good, I was a good boy and sent it back. I remember that, Crummy. You did the right thing, though, bro. You did the right thing. I never met anyone in this hobby in person. Nork, if you ever plan on going to a meetup, it's gonna be awesome. Trust me, it's a different vibe actually getting to talk to people in person about the stuff you love. It's like, I think every meetup I've gone to so far is a memory that will probably never fade from my mind. Lugs, are you interested? Did you hear about the next Toronto meetup in May? Oh, is it already going to be happening in May? That's way earlier than last year. I feel like last year, wasn't it August? I am down. I am wanting to go to as many meetups as I physically can this year. Obviously, well, okay, not physically can. I would say as many meetups as possible that I have time to attend. You know what's going to be awesome? Alex and I going to Key Life 23 together. When is that, by the way, Gio? I don't know when anything is anymore. And I don't want, if all these things happen to be on the same week or something like that, it's going to be kind of awkward. I definitely want to go though, Gio. Do they even have a date for that actually? Wood accent? Dude, it's so nice. I think there needs to be more stuff like this. Like more, dude, I will say this, all right? Incorporating more pieces of different texture and material is so refreshing for keyboards. Completely refreshing. So I am very down for more companies to include little accent pieces of different materials. We saw kind of with the Damascus on the Sunsetter, which was kind of nice. So, like Q4? Oh, that's way then. We're good. Is there a good place to find key meetups? As far as I know, the best way to find keyboard meetups is finding your locals area or local province or states areas Discord and see what you can find from there. That's kind of how I stumbled upon the first one that I went to, which was the Toronto meetup, I believe. And then you just kind of take it from there, one step at a time. Lila switch, what is that? Wood weights? I don't know how that would sound actually. Because the wood weight would be less dense than a piece of metal, right? Is wood less dense than metal? Or just the density would vary, but it'd be more light. I don't know. I don't know how that would be actually. I have no idea. Could be pretty cool though. You never know. Meetups are a good opportunity to meet new people and experience things. Yeah, like, okay, I keep saying this. Brownie Builds, thank you so much for the Prime,
hey,
bro.
Alex, hope you're doing good.
Jade, thank you so much. I appreciate your 6 months as well. From the tenant waiting room. When does that keyboard even come in? But one of the, I had a lot of memorable moments, by the way. Tons of memorable moments at the NK meetup. So nice. So many.
From the tenant waiting room.
What's up to Jade? I think it was so cool getting to see people at the meetup. I think getting to talk to Oak, who's one of our mods here. Me and him spoke, and like I think it was his wife as well. But like we got to speak for like. I think we ended up talking for like 45 minutes, an hour, and we were just talking about everything. And then like by the time you realize you're just talking to one singular person, you're like, oh shit, there's so many people here we need to talk. But it was just, there's so much more to talk about in person. It's so much different. Even if we're Discord, it feels different, right? Even there was this kid who was at the meetup as well, and just seeing how passionate he was. He brought 2 Matrix keyboards. It was so fun to see how passionate these people were, you know? It was great meeting you at the NK1, Alex. The NK1 was great. Hoping the mode one falls on a day I can go. Yeah, quality, yes, dude. It was awesome meeting all of you guys. I had such a blast, dude. I have no idea what the tenant's price was. I can't remember. It's been a while. JWK switches. Dude, I've been on this love-hate relationship with JWK this last little bit. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I've been love-hating with JWK. I think it's just the fact that the only switches that I've had like bad leaf problems in the last year or two has been JWK switches. And I don't know, I'm kind of over the leaf issues. They're my least favorite issue of a switch. If when you have leaf rattle, yeah, count me out. The next mode meetup's in a few months. Do they have an actual date for that? God, I feel like everything's gonna happen so early this month. I'm kind of nervous that there's gonna be too much happening. You've been in a love-hate relationship with a lot of Switches. Yeah, don't get me wrong, they're still good Switches. I just think that as my tastes change, I've been leaning towards more of like, well, I've already liked full nylon Switches, but I even like KTT Switches so much. There's a meetup in Calgary in February. That could be fun to go to as well. JWK were amazing and they kind of just fell on their faces. From what I understand, I agree with that. They've been changing their molds to their Switches from what I get and what I've been told. Again, I don't know if that's just hearsay or misinformation, but I've been told that there's been a lot of mold changes. And I guess the new molds just aren't as good. Have you used Texie? Yes. Here, I have a weird love-hate relationship with them as well. Dude, I need to find a new word for this now. But the old Texie Switches are awful if you want to do plateless builds. In fact, I would say they're near impossible to use. They're no better than 3-pin. I don't mind the sound of Texie Switches and the feel of them, so there's that. The new Texie Switches have been a lot better from what I understand. Disdain's a good word. Texie molds are brittle and weak. The Texie legs are small. Yes, the stem material that they use in some of the Texie Switches are indeed brittle. The housings are a little bit better from my experiences, but they all, well, I don't know if all Texie stems break, but there's certain materials that they were using in some of their Switches. But they are the ones that fall out of PCBs because their small plastic legs are too small. Seems like since the new molds showed up, that's when things went downhill. Yeah. It's unfortunate. But other than that, man, like other than the NK Cream Pluses, there really hasn't been anything too exciting in Switches in I feel like quite some time. Like I don't know if you guys feel differently. Dude, I need to, thank you for reminding me. I need to write that down, Pancake. I need to go order more SP Star Switches. SP Star Switches to order. I miss using those. I honestly miss using SP Stars. Okay, I'm not sitting nicely and I want to fix my posture, so give me 1 second. Today's a good posture day. Cherry Supremacy. Not all, I don't love all cherry Switches though. I still do not like Hyperglides. It's very rare that I like a Hyperglide Switch. I think they can sound okay, but I still feel like compared to some of the other cherry Switches, they still feel kind of thin. So I like the Meteor Whites, and that's what I'm probably going to be ordering if I remember. I wrote it down in my notes, so. Oh, I think I swapped it and forgot to tell Chozo. But this is the Sonnet with Epsilon switches. On the mods, though, I have a cherry, or not a cherry, I have a Cream Plus, and then I have Gatoron Pink Inks, the box ones, but everything else is Epsilons. The Magic Girls were unfortunately disappointing to me. They were a recolor, weren't they? Like straight recolor, I think. Jason, how you doing? Hello, hello. Savannah Mech.
I thought I gave my sub thing like a couple days ago. Guess time just flies, huh?
You would actually be surprised on how fast time has been going lately. Like, it's already the middle of January, and I actually feel like we just celebrated New Year's, like, a single weekend ago. Not even, like, a few days. Like, it's crazy. They have recolors, but they're just tactile ones. Oh, I don't remember them having leaf ping, but I do love the way that SP Stars sound. Again, I think my absolute favorite switches still are KTT Roses. I didn't have enough for tonight's build, unfortunately, for KTT Roses, so I decided to just go with Cherry Nixie switches because I also really like them. They have a very nice sound profile. Where is my syringe? Here it is. So I've been happy with those. We're gonna tune these before we put everything together. Thoughts on Oil King switches? They're not bad. I still think with Oil King switches, you still need to relube them. I don't care what anyone says. I have tried relubed Oil King switches, and I much prefer them to their stock counterpart. But there are some people who swear by using them stock. Hi all, what's going on, Cisco? Are you going to build any of the Cthulhus? Oh, Alpha. Yes. But I'm having problems finding those tops. The ones that you used. Am I out of lube here? I think we're just out of lube in this. Big Smoge. I should have one more PS2 somewhere. Is this out too? This is out too. Oh, I'm very out of lube. Alright. It's a good thing we're going on a little bit of a stream break until Wednesday, I think. Let all the other lube come in. What about Gatoron Milky Tops? Love Gatoron Milky Tops. Dude, GAT switches have been really good to me. I got to admit, GAT switches have been absolutely fantastic to me. What switches do you think don't need to be relubed? Ooh, there's only a handful, IMO. The ones from Zepsody, the Wisteria switches are really good. And then what else? The matcha lattes? Is that the right one? I feel like there's a lot of matcha switches. Yeah, the Auroras from Ruche are really good too. You don't need to relube those. Gazoos, I still feel like, unless there's some sort of pre-lubed one from Gazoo that I have yet to try, I would still suggest relubing those. Nice plate. Okay. Oh no, I just got a piece of lube on. Okay, we're good. My top companies for 2022 were Mode and Gatoron. Good combination of things, truly. Truly. All right, we need to put our switches. Yeah, they're really good stock. Cream sodas were okay stock too. I still feel like they benefit from a little bit of lube. Which Meteor White switches sell out because of Alex? Or watch Meteor Whites? No. I still think that, and I remember a lot about the SP Stars. I still think the KTT Roses are the better of the two switches. I just feel like they're a lot more solid. Dude, I don't think I've ever caused anything to sell out. The only thing that I feel like was already limited in quantity was KTT Roses. And then I feel like a few of us ordered a big bulk batch of them, and then that's when they sold out. But it wasn't because like mass hysteria to go buy things. These are Nixies, yes. I found out you can't really Franken switch with KTT. No, you can't. They're pretty stock in the way they come, and because they have what the Kale top housings there, the Kale latches or whatever, kind of difficult. I might want to use a plate fork for a bit here. So let's use our plate fork. These are the new Nixies. I've never actually, no, that's a lie. I have tried an old Nixie, but it was at a meetup, and it was for like all of 5 seconds. And quite frankly, I don't know how people say they go to meetups and hear keyboards. It's so loud with everyone talking that it's hard to actually hear the nuances of a keyboard. The OG F1 750 USD is worth purchase. Bro, I know that you're asking for like a second advice, Chew, but my opinion on secondhand keyboards is if you feel like you're getting your $750 worth, then sure. Just like Yes just said, there's going to be a V2, and I know some people are also going to say this. It's up to you in the long run. I just personally, I've been through that stage of me wanting to buy keyboards really badly that I purchased aftermarket ones for an insane price point. With the way that the hobby is going still, you're going to find something else that's just as good. It's hard for me to sit here and justify a $750 aftermarket keyboard. Because how much was the F1 brand new? It wasn't 750. I think it was around 350, 400, right? With the PCB. It's just hard for me to justify. Very hard. But if you feel like that's how you want to spend your money, please don't let me tell you what to do. But I fought off aftermarket FOMO so far. Yeah, like I said, I've been through that. There's only one keyboard where I truly feel like I didn't waste my money on because it's an old keyboard that's never going to be ran again, which was the FMJ80. That was a fun purchase for me, but I've regret a lot of the aftermarket keyboards that I purchased. I've only bought an aftermarket once, and it was a Cypher R2 for a GB price. You see, that's not bad. That's not bad. Honestly, actually, I want to see, what was the other keyboard that I bought? Oh, dude, I have like some logs of stuff that I used to buy. Key 65. Dude, back then, because I had so much FOMO for keyboards, I think I spent like $850 on a Key 65. And I don't use it at all anymore, dude. Well, that was like such a waste, man. Because I was just like, oh, I really want keyboards. And I was going through stuff, and it was just not, dude, you shouldn't do it. FOMO is rough in this hobby? Yeah. Your first Sonnet? Yeah. I don't have the right keyboard command. My bad, guys. Space 65 on eBay sells for like 100 US. Whatever. Let people sell things for whatever they feel like they want to. Whatever, man. I've traded aftermarket, but it's all been fair trades or even doing deals. Yeah, like if you're doing trades and stuff, whatever. Do your thing. Also, I like the fact that this is a 6-degree typing angle on this keyboard, man. This keyboard we're doing today. I'm excited to type on this. Very excited. I get people wanting to flip, you know, I get it. This is a whole different conversation, but when you're flipping group buy products, like it's an open group buy, I understand it's a little bit more like, okay, you put in your own money and you didn't really limit anyone else. So that's a little bit more understandable. When it comes to limited products, that's where I feel like it's kind of shitty. But with open group buys, you know, one can be said that at least with open group buys, they're doing you kind of a favor by buying a huge amount, making sure that the MOQ gets hit. I don't like the way this particular switch is sitting. I'm sad that I had to cancel my Sonnet order back in September, but life stuff happened and needed the funds. Lugs, that's A-okay, dude. Never feel bad about that kind of stuff, man. Life stuff first, always. Always, always, always. They still have stock of them though, man. They're in stock right now. If life's like a little bit better right now and you have the money to, they're literally in stock. I wanted a Space 65, but I probably wait till the prices are more reasonable. You know what's weird? I feel like the Space 65 R2 didn't get that much attention compared to the new Space 65. Do you think the new Nixies need to be broken in? No. And I say this because I think the Nixies have a lot of character. And I feel like if you break them in, they're going to feel like every other linear switch. So my answer is no. I personally would not break these in. They have just the right amount of scratch. This mic's pretty sensitive. We'll see what we can pick up here. Here, actually grab this one here. Wait, there was one with a marking I put on it that, oh, I need to take that one there out. These are lube with GS2, by the way. So just the right amount of scratch. This is supposed to be my space bar. I lubed this one here a little bit differently. I found at the Nixies, which is something I don't do regularly, but what's cool about these switches is you can not lube the, what's it called? You can avoid lubing the top of the slider on the sides there to have a really loud upstroke. So I did that for the space bar to hopefully give it a bit more pop. Why GS2 over 205? So I found with, I've lubed 3 sets of these so far. And with 205, you get an insanely awesome switch. And I wanted to see what GS2 did. And what GS2 does, because it's a slight bit thinner, I found it muted the sound a little bit more, but it also didn't make the switch feel as smooth, which was kind of what I was hoping it didn't do, because I kind of like the scratch it has. The letter Enya is missing, just kidding. I'm a Spanish speaker learning English. What's going on, dude? Thanks for tuning in and thanks for the 10 bits. I find myself liking faster lubes than G205. Really? So what have you been into for lubricants? No, for me, this has been it. How'd you get so many Nixies early? I also work for Novel Keys, guys. So if you guys are ever wondering, like, my coverage with NK stuff is usually kind of put on a back burner. It's because I work for them. But with the Nixie switches, I was genuinely interested.
I have the 2 of 50
Cortez.
Harmony from Ori, and it is by far the most impressive artisan box I've ever seen.
Dude,
/hell.
that artisan box is so nice. I've low-key always wanted one. Can I work for Novel Keys too? Yeah, it's been fun, man. But thank you again, Cortez. I appreciate that, dude. Very excited to see them ship out. Yeah. Is there any in-stock polycarbonate case 65 keyboards? In-stock PC keyboards? I don't know. Check Thockstock. Thockstock's pretty good for that kind of stuff. I'm not sure what's in stock for polycarb right now. There's a decent keyboard on Kinetic Labs, the TG67, that's not that bad. The Stellar's acrylic. Is the Array in stock yet, or is it still on pre-order? Maybe the Array. If the Array's in stock, then yes. If it's pre-order, then, I mean, if you don't mind waiting, it's not that long. Are you considered NK employee or more like a contractor? A little bit of both. Kind of both. But, no, I love them as a company. I love them as friends, too. They're awesome. But if you guys ever wonder why I'm not, like, running to go review NK products, it's because I work for them, and I don't want to give you guys, like, some weird unconscious bias towards products. So that's why I just kind of use them naturally, and if they come up, they come up. But switches, I'm usually fair game with, because I feel like I'm pretty damn honest with switches. And it's kind of hard to lie about switches because you can hear them. The Swiss 55 polycarb is in stock, I believe. Is it? The thing with that one there, Synth, isn't the Kage, like really expensive? I feel like that's an expensive board. I like the way Milky Tops look, by the way. They're so pretty looking. I think some of the 655 polycarbonate boards are available. Oh, love my Array, highly recommend. Yes, I love my Array as well. I actually need to use it more often. It's been sitting on one of my shelves, but it's a very good keyboard. I have to admit. They have some very interesting products at Parallel, like the little clock, which is now behind me. I am planning to go to Canada to work in 3 more years. I'm a student of gastronomy. Oh, cool. I don't exactly know all the intricate details, but I have no idea how the field is in my country for that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm assuming anything related to that would be a-okay. I think the thing that Canada is most short-staffed on right now is medical workers. Because that's a whole other conversation. I think our ER rooms are insanely flooded with people right now. Experiment it with RO59? What is that? I'm not too sure what that even is. How do you decide what keyboard to use each day? Honestly, Mandy, it comes down to what keys I need for the day. If I need F-row keys, I'm probably grabbing a TKL or this. Look, it's literally this, TKL or Sonnet. Lots of French people go to find a job in Quebec, better pay and better job perspectives. In Quebec, really? You know, oddly enough, I don't really know too much about what's like Quebec in general. I really don't. it's because they don't accept the international nursing grads. I don't know how the way we work here for all that kind of stuff. Ow, that really hurt. The switch is pointy, guys. Did you guys know that? The metal part on the switch hurts. How do you pronounce that, Finami? Guys, I'm having trouble reading tonight. Ubisoft? Oh, yes, Ubisoft. And also because they think they can still... Oh. I mean, if you go to Quebec, honestly, having been there a whole bunch of times myself, you can still find lots of parts of Quebec that primarily only speak French.
Half a year full of Alex's positive vibes.
Dude, I'm trying, man. I try to be a fun time here on stream for you guys. I'm just glad you guys like it and keep coming back and enjoying it. Can you speak French? The honest truth is no, not really. That is a skill I do not have. Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to. They teach us during elementary school, but I don't know if there's anyone else who had the same elementary school French experience as me, which is basically they turned on TV for us and we watched French-speaking television. And then they handed out, sometimes they'd hand out like a little flyer that you, like a little sheet that you have to like be tested on. And it would be like the basics. And then you would be back to more movies. That's basically all I learned. It was watching Telefrancais. That was about it. Or that, I don't remember what it was called. I don't know if Telefrancais is the same thing. That thing with the pineapple. The pineapple video. That's the only thing I remember. So, and I didn't understand a word what was going on. So, dude, I feel like the learning for French is not that great. Yeah, la na na or whatever. Yeah, 100% the same. And you get nothing out of it unless you're like super passionate about it, which, I mean, it's kind of hard to as a kid, you know? Even we had Italian class as well, from what I remember. And even that was like, I mean, there was less movies, but I think there was more just like, they try to teach you the basics, but as kids, like, we just didn't care. Dude, learning French is so hard. The conjugations are OEF, males and females. I mean, it's the same thing with Italian as well. What's up, Steelwind? As a French Canadian, that's sad to hear. Honestly, Mark, it's crazy, man. The language course, unless you're in high school. In high school, there was more, it was better. But you're only required to take, correct me if I'm wrong, 2 years of French in high school? I don't remember, though. I'm drawing a blank on the requirement for, it's only 1 now? So yeah, it's not much, man. It is not much. What Envoy config are you thinking of getting? I don't think I'm picking the very first Envoy config. I think they're sending it to me. So I'm not sure at the moment. Let's double check our PCB. Our pins are looking good. Let's just push everything through a little bit more here. In Quebec, you have to take English for the entirety of your high school. Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense because I don't think Quebec... Does Quebec have different laws in terms of Canada's national language, I guess? I have no idea. But I feel like truly I would have wished, looking back on it now, I kind of wished the education for French was a bit better because it would have been nice to know how to speak French. Phenami!
Tomorrow, my Amazon Prime runs out, so I don't know if this Prime sub will go out at the same time, but cheers.
Dude, honestly, don't even stress. Amazon Prime is kind of expensive nowadays. I appreciate everyone who gives me a Prime sub, though. Thank you guys so, so much. But yeah, Prime is kind of expensive. It's good if you're using it for both Twitch and you know, your shipments, but yeah, it is kind of pricey these days. All right, let's solder the ORI CLS-3 together. Let's do this. And let's get our solder, which is right here. Hopefully they send someone that polycarbonate so we can see the underglow. Oh, from the Envoy? I can always request one too. It is, however, I use the student plan to get cheaper since I'm... They have a student plan? How much cheaper is it, Phenami? I did not know that they had a student plan. Yeah, I don't know why this is, but this PCB is soldering so beautifully. I have no idea why that is. Something's in the air tonight for this. This is like soldering like a dream. Wait, Prime Student has a 6-month trial, what the fuck? I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, I can definitely do that quality. I'll put it in my notes to talk to them.
Oops, let my sub lapse for too long.
Thank you, man. K-Meyer, thank you for the 17 months, dude. Guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the subs. Like I said, sometime this week is just a general thank you and just for everything too. I'm gonna figure out a giveaway keyboard for you guys. We'll build it up on stream and then we'll send it out to someone. 40-ish for Prime Student? I feel like it's like almost 90 bucks now for Prime. I don't know what Prime is right now, actually. I have no idea. I've been playing that new mode of TFT. Bro, I'm actually so good at it. Much better. It's like 5 CAD per month for student apparently. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, Steel One, I really like this keyboard's really pretty you're doing tonight. You can see how much like just kind of work went into this visually. So I'm kind of down to see what this looks like once we're all done. The only thing I think, I don't know if it wasn't in the package, but I think there's no feet. I think feet are the only thing we might be missing today. It came in a separate box for the components, and it's not in that box. And I thought maybe I dropped it when I was bringing it to my room, but I did not see anything. How has your taste in keyboards changed over time? Dude, you know the biggest thing that I think has changed for me is my taste in switches. When I first started this hobby, I was really, really into tactiles. Tactility was everything for me. And then I also think I went through this RGB phase before I got into keyboards as heavily as I am now, where RGB was like king for me. Like everything had to be RGB. So didn't come with feet. Was the only thing odd about it. Oh really, Sarah? Okay, maybe mine just didn't come with feet too. Well, this prototype didn't. Another thing that I think has changed too is like my color palette, which I kind of mentioned with the RGB. My color palette has definitely changed with keyboards. At one point, I was like literally all into acrylic and frosted, and I just wanted RGB and like colors, and you know, I loved that vibe. Like it was just so much fun, so much color on your desk. But then I think nowadays I'm just kind of like, yo, I don't mind a little bit more toned down aesthetic. It's nice. The new Tofu Junior should be coming soon-ish. They are sending me out a test copy, so I'm not sure when it's coming in. You're getting yours next week? Hell yeah. I'm just happy they're not done with the Tofu lineup. It definitely makes me happy. How would you guys say that your keyboard experience has changed? Oh, I got one more for me too. I definitely think that the other thing that's changed about me for keyboards is I used to be more into like the items and like, you know, the idea of just having custom keyboards. Nowadays, what keeps me going is I just love talking to people about this kind of stuff. What's the background noise? Like the music? Or the fan? The fan? The humming is the fan. Is that the elderly wisdom and taste? Like, I don't want a gamer desk. You know what? No, because I still appreciate a gamer desk. I think nowadays I'm just like, I like a different aesthetic. Which is nothing new about me because I feel like my tastes change pretty often. The Tofu Legacy is essentially a legendary, agree. Mounting gasket was everything, but now I'm more into top mount. That's totally fair. Thank you guys for the follows as well. I appreciate you guys. Top mount is kind of king in some cases. Clean vibes, yeah. Went from light linears to heavy linears. Nothing has changed besides that. I mean, that's cool though. I keep going down on size. Oh, you mean like from a TKL to a 65 to a 60? That's totally fair too. That progress is something that I haven't yet had. I wonder how the Envoy mounting will turn out. I'm excited to see too. I hope QK makes a 40. You know, I feel like Owl Labs did a 40, the Chalice, and I don't know how well that did. I don't know how well 40s still do in the hobby, especially now that the hobby's sort of slowing down. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just don't have a lot of real-life friends who are into the keyboard hobby. Bruno, me too. I think a lot of people that I know got into it for like 1 or 2 keyboards, and it's kind of like, you know, they're one and done. But no one's into it, kind of like how I am. That's why I'm so into... I mean, that's why I've kind of like turned to the online community for it. I have a single IRL keyboard friend, and he just got an F1. Oh, that's sick. Did you guys know each other before getting into keyboards? That's really cool, man. I love that shared hobby type thing. Then you guys can like come over and try things. That's sweet. I'm currently building a Chalice 40. Oh, Blasphemous, you moved all the way to the 40s, huh? That's cool. We're coworkers at Best Buy. He kind of opened the custom door for me a few years ago. Oh, that's sweet. Dude, every time I go to Best Buy, without fail, every time I go in and I go to the keyboard section and I look at the price for some of the keyboard stuff that they sell, and I'm like, bro, these aren't cheap. And I get reminded of like some of the more high-end pre-built keyboards, whatever you want to call them. I saw one, I think it was a Steel Series one. It was like $275. That's not cheap, man. Like, for some reason, I have this idea in my head that like those are way cheaper than they actually are. But yeah, fuck, man, they're expensive. I did not know that. The only way I'm getting into keyboards is me waiting for the Wooting 60HE, which is a great keyboard from what I understand. Everyone's talking about that new Asus keyboard too. You know the new one, the ROG? The one with the screen on it? And I see all these, it's crazy, man. See, it's different and I understand the perspective difference. Everyone's talking about the new ROG keyboard with the screen and all this kind of stuff. Dude, the screens is nothing new for us, right? Like we've had screens and stuff like that forever. But it's crazy how much everyone's making a big deal about Asus releasing this thing with this like LED screen on it. Or these, I don't even know if it's an LED. I have no idea what it is, but it's crazy, dude. It's kind of interesting how the market's kind of following suit with some of how the custom stuff is happening. But I do understand the price Razer feels they can ask. It's nearly 200 or something for a non-aluminum, not hot swap. It really, without getting too deep into it, it really just also makes me wonder. I guess like, this is another whole side of things, but like the margin on some of these things must be crazy big, man. It even comes with a lube station. The Asus one comes with a lube station? Interesting. You pay for the brand, I'm pretty sure. I get it. You pay into like their ecosystem of Razer products, like the program, stuff like that. I get it, but I always still wonder, man. There's like a piece to me, it's like, how much money are they really making? Are you also like the Bearded Bob of keyboards? Appreciate the content. Frax, what's going on, dude? Bearded Bob does mice, right? If I'm correct. That name is so familiar. I know I've seen them on YouTube. The only pre-built keyboard I'm remotely interested in is the Wooting HE60. I'm interested in Wooting stuff because Wooting is making those really cool PCBs. Again, whether or not you like that whole adjustable actuation point and yada 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 that comes with Hall effect switches, like, it's up to you. But it's cool. I just like the fact that you can take their 60% PCBs and plates, and a lot of people have been dropping them into their own cases, which I think is really sweet. So it kind of gives you a secondary use case for some of their products. Like, you don't have to just be stuck to them. I think Bad Seed Tech put it into the Salvation, as far as I know. He does a lot of mod and mice stuff. Then I have seen his stuff. I think I've actually referred to one of his videos when I was modding the internals of this. That's why it probably sounds so familiar. And they're totally okay with that too. Yeah, I like the fact that they're modular and they know that it's fine to be modular, you know? Honor looks awesome on the Sonnet. Hey, it does, bro. I love that you can drop the PCB assembly into other cases, and the switches are actually innovative for gaming. For gaming, I think is the best way to put that for sure. Yeah, I think it's cool. I appreciate what Wooting's doing. I think it's awesome. GMK Honor is pretty underrated. I also don't understand how this set has not sold out yet. I know the base kit's a little bit smaller, but genuinely surprised. Wooting literally has a video on their YouTube channel on how to put the internals into another case. I low-key want to pick myself up one eventually to give it a little bit of a go. I would not mind at all. I was going to use Honor for my Vero, but it doesn't have a 6U spacebar. Is there not a kit for it?
Hey, the stream quality has been superb.
Thank you,
got
man.
Me hooked back into the Fuji system, so I ordered a Fuji XH2. Haha. Awesome stuff as always, Alex.
Oh, wait, did you get the 2S? Did you get the 2S or did you get the 2? Either way, man, the XH is a great camera. Not the gatekeep, but I did a little when people. But I did a little when people say they want a high ground board. I did a little, or you die a little. Is that what you're trying to say, Evo? I mean, you shouldn't, man. I know what you're trying to say, because you can probably pick up something else in the same type of price range, etc. But like at the end of the day, like those high ground keyboards are for a different crowd of people, and they're for people who like 100 Thieves stuff, and you know. So I get what you mean, because there are some better options out there. Just the XH2, I want the 40 megapixels. Dude, I'm sure you're going to like it. I love my Fuji stuff. What lens did you pick up? If I could recommend you a lens, I would suggest the 35mm 1.4. The OG one, not the new updated version that they have. It is a fantastic, fantastic, absolutely insane lens. Thoughts on the Final Mouse keyboard with the display under the keys? IMO 350 seems reasonable. No, I actually agree with you. 350 is a decent price point. I would say everything's super cool, and I'm actually excited to see what people think about that keyboard. If I'm being honest, the only thing I'm not too keen on is I don't love how intricate and how, like, I don't know, there's a lot going on with the case itself. So that I'm not too big of a fan of. I could live without the all the engravings on the case, I feel. You know? I used a 35mm 1.4 before. It's so good. Yeah, it's awesome. 56mm 1.2, 23mm. Oh, those are great lenses too. Oh man, I'm excited to see what you're gonna do with it. The biggest thing for me is I just love how the camera like looks on stream. Like the colors are fantastic. Everything has like a very nice like softness and natural warmth. The case engravings are a little much. Yeah, they are a little bit much. Lurk, back to bed? Good night. If you're sleeping, good night. Actually, you know what I want to do before we finish up the soldering here? Before I forget, just so I can tell you guys. The next stream we have is Friday, because I am going to be taking the middle of the week. If there's going to be a surprise stream, it might happen on Wednesday, but I am going to be taking the middle of the week to do some resting, because I think I'm reaching a point that I need to take a little bit of a breather. And get other stuff in order. I also would like to go to get my eyes checked again because I want to get a new pair of glasses. But then Friday we're back at it. Alex is building a keyboard. What's going on, you toy? Breaks are good? Yeah. This week's the break week. From streaming anyways. I still have to do everything else. But I might actually go tomorrow to get my eyes checked. I wouldn't mind doing that. That is the only thing that's on my to-do list, really. Oh, I don't want it. Dude, surgery on my eyes scares the living daylights out of me. I also think this time here I'm going to buy glasses and I'm not buying the blue light or UV light protection. Because dude, every time I buy them, and I always tell myself I'm not going to buy them. I am Canadian, yeah. I buy them and then there's like the coating like turns or yellows or now it's turning to green. So I'm done with buying coatings for my glasses. I'm just buying normal ass glasses. No more. The fear is warranted. Oh, God. Filter things on glasses are a scam. Yeah, I'm done with it, dude. No more of this shit for me. Now, the question is, do I get the same frames or do I get something a little updated? That is the real question. I'm a little tempted to get a Fuji GFX. If you get a GFX, bro, you gotta let me use it one day. If you get GFX, that is big pog. All right, plate is all soldered together with the PCB. Nice little solder job there. Beautiful little mountains. We're good. Hasselblad X1D now, or wait, are you doing product photography or just professional photography, Bruno? Bro, this coffee's so good. Damn. I like these beans. I think this is like the bean I'm going to be using for forever now. I have one acceptable eye. My left eye is borderline useless. Both my eyes are, I don't know. I've been getting dizzy a lot lately, which I don't know what it's from, but I went from a Fuji X-T2 to Nikon ZX2 to back to Fuji. As a former Nikon guy myself, I understand you. What's up, Young? How you doing? I totally get it. All right. Now for gaskets. I really do get it. There's something about Fuji, I swear. Yeah. It's hard to explain, man. The color science, you know, even to some degree too. Again, having used Nikon, Canon, not so much Canon, but I've used Canon. But Sony and Nikon I've used extensively. Even the menu system on the Fuji, to me, just makes more sense. Which is another reason why I kind of appreciate it too. Oh, I just left it off today. I don't know why I left it off, actually. Where's my remote for it? Let's turn it back. Have you tried the new NK Cream Clickies? I have them here, haven't tried them yet. Those are on my to-do list. I think I might make like a little reel for them or something. But I have not tried them yet. Oh, I put this in the wrong spot. Hold on. Wait. Is it easier to transition from Fuji to Nikon? My transition period went like this. I went Canon briefly into Nikon, and then Nikon I shot professionally on for about 3 years for product photography. Swapped from Nikon to Sony and basically fell in love with Sony's mirrorless system. Sony took great photos, however, Sony video for me was always a little bit blown out. And it just didn't look right. Like nothing about it looked natural. And then I went from Sony, because I didn't love the way it was taking video, to Fuji. And then I realized that Fuji takes insanely awesome photos. And I also at that time had transitioned from taking RAW to JPEGs, which taught me a lot about photos and how to take photos better, oddly enough. Just because Fuji was taking such exceptional JPEGs, I was like, yeah, this is amazing. So the remote and the keyboard color are matched. The remote and the keyboard color? I use Fuji because it feels very familiar when switching to film. Yeah, there's that too. Plus the aesthetic, like just the vibe of Fuji is completely different too. Flying.
I finally caught another stream. Happy 12 months.
Dude, what's going on,
Alexotos
bro?
love.
Love you, man. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate the love, man. Thank you, guys. Lighting is important in photography, completely. I think lighting is one of the most important parts. Completely. My dad does a lot of photography. It's fun, man. I'm telling you, it's a good time. Learning to take pictures is a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed it. I took your advice in just going out and take pictures, and let me say this camera is amazing. Yeah, I think one of the things that I didn't do a lot of when I first started taking photos was just go out and take pictures. I was like just limiting myself to like, I guess, environments that I was already familiar with. But when I started going around the city and taking pictures, that's when I really opened me up for it. I love that this hobby is almost somewhat just tied with photography. Because I think everyone who buys their keyboards, ultimately, I feel like everyone wants to showcase it, which is cool. Everyone's always down to showcase things, which is absolutely bonkers awesome. All right, this is done. So let's put that to the side and let's grab this guy. All right. Let me put this here. I still love, I don't know why, this curve on the inside. This keyboard has a lot of different like curves everywhere, and I'm appreciating that. New day, new keyboard. What we building? This is the ORI CLS-3. Please come off, gasket. Okay. I still much prefer gasket mounts to a lot of different systems. I've just also been really liking, I think I kind of like those new gasket sleeves and socks more than I like adhesive gaskets still. A little bit of a different feel in some cases. I feel like these are definitely a bit more plush. Just bit the bullet and ordered GMK Honor Light for my next build. Hell yeah. Honor Light's nice. If you wanted just something basic, black on white with a little bit of extraness to it. Nice little set. A lot of things about this board though, I appreciate a lot of it. There's a lot of, I don't know, it just looks like a lot of time went into this too, which is nice. The side profile on this board is definitely killer though. Love that. Let me move this out of the way. I can't wait to see what people think about Mode's new mounting system. It should be interesting. I can't, dude, you know what I'm excited for? I want people to get their salvations. The salvations seem way more interesting to see what people are going to be doing with those two. That should be really, really fun. Hold on. I feel like I'm putting this on crooked. Let me turn it this way here. It looks interesting. Aqua Rose, red rose switches. Probably very familiar to the KTT rose switches. I don't know what's inside them exactly, but I really look forward to the sound of this. Me too. I'm also looking forward to the sound of this. All right. This is done. Now, I'm gonna make the assumption, because I see the holes here, that we're gonna put these screws in first. So let's stick these inside here. And then we'll put everything back together. Switches Nixies? Yes, we are using Nixie switches. I thought this would be nice for this board. I didn't want to go long pull today because long pull switches kind of feel like every other switch. And I don't think it would showcase the board just as much. So I think this is the better choice here. I know a streamer who hates plugging JST connectors. Really? My only thing about JST connectors, I don't like when they're really short. I get a little nervous plugging in the really short ones. I think Ori also mentioned, let me see, there was like a note in our chat. There's gonna be an alignment pin, I believe, on the final version over here, guys. Here, here, and here. Because there is some shifting for this. So an alignment pin makes sense to have this aligned so it stays in place. I'm pretty sure the short ones have great personalities though. That's true though, Creeper. No hate, no hate. None at all. All right, now comes the question, guys. You forgot to screw the plate? I did forget to screw the plate in, huh? Wait, what? We're not screwing the plate in. We have to do the weight underneath. What are we doing for this? What are we doing for this, guys? Actually, what I did notice is there's a little bit of a curve here. Silver? Yeah, I'm actually more down to use silver today. Where did I put the thingies? British racing would be nice to see on this. Really? I don't know. Silver or gold? Fuck, I don't know. We could just stick with the gold theme. Like the brass. It'd be this little thing right over here. You know what? I think I will do stick with this. That looks nice. Oh, it's not focusing. I think we will do with the gold. The gold makes more sense. Well, the brass. It makes a little bit more sense. I'm not sure what this shiny one they sent is, though. This looks like an, no, this one here's a little bit. I think this is the one I'm not supposed to use. All right, let's screw this in now. Now, what do I use to screw this in? I'm assuming one of these guys? Dono Wald? Huh? What do you like more? Wait, what? Sorry. What do you like more about gasket mounts than others? I guess for me, gasket mounting is just simple and it works. Like there's nothing too crazy you can do with it to mess up gaskets unless you make like super thick gaskets, which is pretty crazy if people do that, but what's up, Chozo? This is nice. There's the siren again, guys. That's cool. Do they wear out? Kinda. I mean, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Okay, so we gotta flip this over. Oh, okay, we don't even need to do... I was worried for no reason. Hold on a second, guys. Let me do something. I thought this was like a key cult, where we have to worry about the screws here and flip it over, but it goes right through the PCB. I was worried for no reason. We do not have to worry about this. For us to screw the weight, yeah, we're gonna screw the weight last. So we have to do the top first, because we have to get to the screws underneath the weight. Then we do the weight last. Gasket foam will eventually degrade. I wonder what the lifespan is.
Hello, Alex. This is very nice.
Egoon, how you doing? I hope life's going well for you. Hello, hello. I saw this. I saw like 20 years. What happened? I'm pretty new to mouse modding. I don't know if my wallet's ready for keyboard modding as well. So keyboard modding doesn't have to be expensive. I know for me, mouse modding seemed like it was getting kind of pricey at one point because I wanted a few things and a lot of it was kind of hard to source. The foam? Is it 20 years? I know the shelf life of Poron and stuff like that is pretty high, but I don't know if that's just shelf life, where that is like use case, you know? I'm not too sure. Also, guys, way off topic, but we were discussing this the other day about pizzas, and we ended up getting a pizza from Pizza Hut. Low-key, Pizza Hut's pretty delicious. I haven't had it in a long time. Pizza Hut's pretty sick, guys. I don't want to hear anything about it either. I actually had a good time eating Pizza Hut. 20 years is like 50 keyboards worth for people. Yeah, true. Pizza Hut in China is based. Alex bad, Domino's better. I don't think they have a Domino's near me though. Is it this way? Yes. Okay, what's a good way to put this down on this? There we go. Okay. Pizza here sucks. I don't know. I enjoyed it where we are. Okay, there's two different bits. I don't really understand the necessity to have this one set of screws that's a different bit. That's the only thing I'm criticizing on this keyboard so far. The one set of screws. There's like a pair of screws that have different bits. That I'm a little lost on. Everything looks like it's... Do we look aligned everywhere? Kind of hard to tell. I think we look good. I'm actually gonna grab, because we have no alignment pins or anything like that right now. Alex sounding like a Sunrise anime with Pizza Hut product placement. Pizza butt. What do you think of the kit Atom? I think Toasty might be sending me one to build for himself. But I mean, it looks cool. It's hard to tell without actually having to try it, you know? What keycaps am I putting on this? Did I say I wanted to use... Did I want to use what's it called? Polybius? Do you always want to use Polybius on this? We could do Polybius. small part of me wants to use Boneyard. I need to remember what keyboard I put Boneyard on. 1 second, let me go find it. Kek Chozo, effectively Donowald. Let's see, what is Chozo saying? Let me before I anger Chozo, let me look at the past messages. We love you, Chozo. How goes the build for CLS-3//8? It's doing pretty good. Replace your eyeglass lens with camera lenses. Chozo, I don't know if that would bode over very well. Yeetus, thank you so much for the 14 months, dude. I appreciate you, man. The Pyga keycap. Don't you guys think there'll be too much red for this? Don't you think so? I think that'd be way too much, man. I feel like that's a red overdose at this point. I just want to make sure about just positioning of our plate here before we get too far into screwing everything in. I think we look okay, but actually maybe we're not okay. I think I need to shift this over a little bit to the left. So we need to unscrew some of this stuff. Hold on. Let's worry about positioning before anything. I don't want to do Crimson Cadet. Chozo, every time we do Crimson Cadet on... We always do Crimson Cadet on these type of cases. I feel like we use Crimson Cadet way too often on all red cases, Chozo. Every time we get red, Chozo wants Crimson Cadet. Every single time. Isn't that too much red? Do it again? Oh my gosh. Too much red, man. Too much. Yeah, I can definitely see why they're making the change to the alignment pins, but we'll just unscrew this just slightly to align this a little bit better. Never blasphemy. Normally I'd cave Chozo, but I feel like that's too much red. All right. We need a better position for this. I think that's good. Actually grab our space bar and we'll grab a key for the sides here as well. I feel like that's good on positioning. I know these don't go here, guys, but. And let's grab our space bar out. GMK Noir? Polybius is needed for this? The board is begging for it? It's begging for Polybius? Guys, trust me on Boneyard. Trust me. Okay, we have good alignment. Boneyard or Noir? I think Boneyard's a good, solid choice. Noir would look pretty good too. It probably would. Alright. Let's tighten this guy up now. You used Boneyard on the first Sonnet? I did. It looks so good on green. Gray is a very neutral color, so it looks good on a lot of things. To be completely fair, though, it really does. Really? You think Polybius would look super good? Okay, let me use Boneyard. How about this? You guys let me use Boneyard today, and next time on the next keyboard we do, which I think is literally in a few days, for Friday's board, which is a Sonnet, you guys can pick whatever keycaps you guys want. Chozo more like Rip Bozo? Oh my. That's toxic. That is toxic. Let me just make sure our alignment is still a-okay. Yep, we're good. 2-week notice given? Oh my god. Dude, why does Chozo want red on red always when we do red? That's like his #1 rule here, is you just gotta put more red than needed. Thoughts on GMK Minimal? It looks good. It looks good. No such thing as too much red. Guys, it doesn't pick well. It doesn't pick good. Like, red's hard on the cameras, okay? The true reason, red's a bit difficult to portray on cameras nicely. My actual facts given to you guys. Dude, my stomach is growling right now. I'm not even hungry. I am just... My stomach's like digesting right now. Speaking of red, I really was thinking we can the Logitech G Pro X super light red color with my gift card. That would definitely cover the whole purchase. Is it more expensive for the red one? Red boards with some sort of wob goes hard. Agreed. Cream and red also, like any beige or cream color with red. Oh, shoot, that did not go in well. That also looks usually pretty good too. The default Dell mouse and keyboard I have there is pain to use. Oh, can you bring in your own keyboard though, Chozo? Is that allowed? They're super laid back there. That's nice. Hi from Hawaii? You're in Hawaii? What you doing there? Sounds like fun, actually. Sounds like a nice, relaxing... Are you on vacation or something? But hello. Did I ever put a screw there? Oh, I did. Silly me. Guys, too much red on this, trust me. If we put Pyga or we put Crimson Cadet, trust in me when I tell you, too much red. This looks sweet. All right, let's put this all back. Oh, and for vacation, that's awesome. I hope you're having a good vacation. The more red, the better. Nah, man. I'm like dead set against an all red keyboard. It's too much, man. It's too bright. Too in your face. All right, let's start putting this together. Is there 7U? No, it's not. Alex, you're just scared? The blasphemy, the color red, how dare you? I'm sorry, Chozo. That's my bad, man. Chozo gonna leave and never come back. Chozo said this is it. Do we like Boneyard? Do we think gray would look nice on this? Put Greg on this? It's gonna look like McDonald's if I do. If I put Greg on this, it's literally gonna look like McDonald's. Too dark gray? Go with Wobj? Do we do noir? Should I just stick noir on this? You know what? Fuck it. Chozo, do you want to make a vote for noir versus Polybius? Finish with Boneyard first, then change it? No, I don't feel like changing it with the keycaps. I don't know, it could look pretty nice with this. I don't see why it wouldn't. It sounds nice already. Add a red set, Chozo. Please don't. Dude, I love this little side profile. That's nice. Noir or Boneyard is what you asked? Yeah, Noir or Boneyard? Oh wait, or Boneyard? Did I say Boneyard? Noir or... what else can we do? Or, not Boneyard. Noir or Polybius? Polybius or Noir. This might be too gray for this. It might be too much of the wrong color. Voting's up, guys. Did you guys really put Crimson Cadet up there? Guys are so annoying. Stupid. That wins, man. I'm gonna be so sad, dude. Oh, it's fucking winning. Well, let me just go get fucking Crimson Cadet now. Every time we build a red keyboard, every single time, it turns into Crimson Cadet. Every single time, man. It's like the only set we use for red keyboards. All hail red. Stupid. Hold your horses. Guys, look how fucking red this is. Look how red this is. It's Noir or Crimson Cadet right now. It's so bad. It's too much. This is so much. Oh, Noir is winning? Let's go, dude. Dude. I have to wait now because it's too close. It's only 5 votes difference. Nah, sorry, that's bad. I'm telling you guys. Chozo likes all red for some weird reason. It's too much red. Hanson, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Everyone waited. Okay, Noir, let's go. Let me go find where that set is. Let's see, where is the rest of my Noir? It's still winning, right? Oh, yes. Yes. That doesn't look good. This will look better. Trust me, the all red's too much. Oh, God. Okay, I have to take the keycaps off of this keyboard. Now round 2. Bro, you guys are so annoying. No, I don't want to use WOB. I want to use Noir. Noir's going to look really good on this. Trust me. Trust me. It'll look good. Trust me. Plot twist, WOB is Noir. If I didn't tell you guys would never see the difference. Truth be told. I don't know how this is... I don't know how the red... I wish Twitch had like a better codec for red here. Because like... Okay, let me show you guys. There's only 2 real camera color things that we could use here for red. Because this red that I see the camera's capturing is a little bit brighter than it's supposed to be. Unless I go to 601. I feel like that's still not right. 709 is better. Yeah, there's no way I can get good red on cameras, guys, unfortunately. The correct red is always gonna be a bit brighter on camera. Twitch doesn't support full color spectrum to save on data. Yeah. It's all right. Still looks fine. I actually think I might need to open up the keyboard really quick. Oh no, we're good. I'm just seeing things. I thought the alignment was off, but it's just the shadow because it's brighter coming in from this side. Yeah, we're good. No accent, please? Really? I was thinking accent on this. Oh, it's flash green because I switched color profiles to see if that would make a difference on the red, but it did not. I want to use this artisan as well. This artisan's really pretty for this. I still love that puller. Yeah, this is kind of nice. It has a really nice weight to it. My Ginkgo 65 is coming on Thursday, so hyped. You know, honestly, kind of a sleeper board. The other board's the RAR, yeah, the GHS RAR. This is kind of a little bit of everything. It is a personal board, but it was also sent to me just to take a look at. But there was no other like compensation made or anything like that. I just said I'd give my thoughts on it, my true and honest thoughts. Nothing was discussed prior to it, but I think that's pretty much how I do everything nowadays. What is the cost of the board? I think, gosh, I don't remember. I literally looked all this stuff up the other day, but it was, I have it all open, 1 second. I'm not sure if it's still gonna match this, but I think it was about $550, I wanna say. Hold on. $590. Is it $660? Okay, so $660. Alex, you were right. Noir does look good. Yeah, right? This is a bit more of a premium board, by the way, guys. Like, it's IMO. Like, this is one of the nicer design TKLs that I've seen. It has a nice curve on the side here from the top down as well, which you can really see. You can visibly see that too. So it has some nice curves to it, which is pretty. Like, I do appreciate that a lot, to be honest. It's a gasket mounted board. I think a lot of really fun thoughts went into this. Kind of like how the Dolus has that as well, yeah. Ooh, this does look good on this. This is the GHS RAR that's coming off of. With Crimson Cadet. I feel like if Chozo streamed, he should, if Chozo ever becomes a content creator, he's only allowed to use Crimson Cadet on every single keyboard that he ever builds. No questions asked. I don't even want to hear it. Can you click the keycaps on the RAR? Challenge accepted. Chozo, do you have a Crimson Cadet? I'm literally gonna send you a set of Crimson Cadet. Not gonna lie, I really like the sound of the RAR for some reason. It's a nice sounding board. It's seriously a good board. I should round a set up for Chozo and send him a set of Crimson Cadet. Because I have two. Wait. Is that a daughter board? Wait, what is? Sorry? I'm already liking the vibe of this color scheme. Yeah, me too. Just in general. Oh, wait. What is a daughter board? A daughter board is a secondary PCB. It doesn't always have to be where the USB-C sits. It could just be anything, but in this case here, it is where the USB-C would go. So it's just a secondary PCB that links to the main board. Hence, you know, like the motherboard, get it? Like motherboard, then it has a secondary PCB, like a smaller one, like a child called the daughter board. Kind of like a fun naming convention. Do we not like I like the accents. Accents or no accents? I kind of like the accents though. You guys pick. Can always swap it up. Take 2 seconds. Where's the shit? Chozo, do you want to do a poll? Because I really, no one likes the accents? Well, there's a few people who like the accents. No. I don't know. I thought the accents are pretty nice. It has been declared or decreed. Okay, you guys do that. I have to use the restroom, so just give me a moment, okay, guys? What, did you guys vote? I'm back. Did everyone vote or no votes happened? I'm assuming nothing happened. I'm making the assumption that did. Accents stay on? All right. I'm listening to Chozo because I don't feel like getting into trouble later. I don't want no trouble. Oh, this is already another pause. Put numlock up here. You're still in trouble? Come on. I dropped a keycap. Okay. Just need to find all the other keys for this. Up. What's a good wob set these days? White on black, still the most classic iteration of wob. I mean, you can always get GMK. I mean, this is not really wob, but Honor is still like a fun, darker, kind of colored set. Polybius is still really nice. It's not exactly wob either, but it does have like a darker base of blue, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. You could do that. I think there are a lot of really nice sets that are dark enough to kind of get away with being called wob. Where's all the keys for this? Am I going blind? delete. And then also, what am I missing here? Home? Missing home as well. Key combo stuff's pretty. The key combo stuff's pretty good. I will say that the legends aren't as clean as the GMK, you know, alternatives, but they're still pretty good. I personally have. Oh, here's home. No quarrels against them. Now, okay, where the fuck is delete? Where to find this? Should I just use the other delete key? Yes. Got them all. Can Crimson Cadet go on the RAR after? If you guys remind me next stream, I'll swap it off so Crimson Cadet goes here. Thoughts on CRP? CRP is still one of my favorite PBT style keycaps. Plus, I mean, you can't go wrong with the color schemes that it has. Oh, this is nice. I like it. This is so heavy, this keyboard. All right. All right, guys, let's take a quick little look at this guy here. Oh, this goes in the other, okay, we'll put that one there. Ooh, okay, let's take a quick little look again at this. So this is the ORI CLS-3 / 88, as Joseph calls it. But pretty nice looking board. Nice little logo over here too. Again, the top down's not a boring TKL. It has curves on the side, which is kind of cool. It also has a really nice side profile. I think this is really beautiful, like really, really beautiful, to be honest with you guys. Really, really awesome looking side profile. A few different layers you can kind of see on it too, which is fun. The only thing that I didn't see any feet in this package. I'm hoping feet come with the final version. I really like the bottom of this too. I think this is a gorgeous bottom to a keyboard too. Like there's no bad looking part of this. The back has a little ORI here on the back, over here. No recessed USB-C, which might be a problem to some people, but I kind of like the way this vibes with the rest of the keyboard. Very clean, simple back design to this. Yeah, the bottom is quite nice. And again, simple front, nothing too crazy there. It's a 6-degree typing angle, which is not to be biased, but I kind of like lower designed keyboards like this. I'm not sure the front height of this. I don't think I saw anything. Let me double check though. No, I don't think I saw anything for front height, but it kind of almost feels like it would be 18 mil. I'm making a guess here. Decent weight for this too. Pretty easy to put together. The only thing I would have criticized, but that's already being corrected, but we'll just say it for the sake of this video. Alignment pins definitely need that, so you don't have to go in there, unscrew, and then kind of figure out your alignment, but they're already adding alignment pins to this. Pretty nice, I have to admit. To show you guys that top accent piece. Very pretty. Very awesome looking keyboard, I have to admit. I really like this. Definitely one of the prettier keyboards that have come in. Yeah, I like it. And it was pretty good on this too. I wouldn't say I saw anything. You're very pretty. Thank you, Oak. Thank you. Looks very, yeah, it looks very nice. All right, let's plug this guy in. Wilkers.
Noir is just so clean.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, Noir looks good on this. Ooh. Ooh. All right, let's see what this sounds like. We are using Cherry Nixie switches in this. We are using Cherry stabs. And then we are also using an aluminum plate. There's no foam, no nothing. This is gasket mounted. Let's see what this keyboard sounds like. Ooh. Ooh. Turn the music back on. Ooh, the Elvis sound good. Little HJ test. See, I like the tuning of the spacebar stab right now. I kind of want to apply a little bit more lubricant to it, but I also kind of like this because I feel a nice like little bit of just an incy bits of scratch, and I kind of like that. And I worry that if I add a little bit too much lube to the stabs, it might get a little bit sluggish. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now. This is solid sounding TKL. Very solid sounding. Do you guys pick up on the little bit of scratch that the Nixies have? Do you guys pick up on that a little bit? The left shift sounds good. I like this. Sound profile wise, I'm very, very into this. The alphas sound very solid. These are just these are just lubed. Yeah, I like that there's not much scratch compared to Hyperglides, but the alphas feel very full. Very happy with this keyboard, the way it turned out. Super happy with this. Yeah, I definitely like the way the alphas turned out on this. Actually, I'm not too much into speakers, Richie, so I don't know. Ooh, this is a nice combo, man. The more I type on this, the more I like it. You know, it's different from something like the Sonnet in this case, because the Sonnet I have a lot more foamy sound signatures coming from, but I'm in love with these alphas. Fuck, that sounds so good. Yeah, I mean, like, okay, here's the thing, right? If you're buying this strictly for a sound profile, and we're looking at just pure price point, you can 100% build something like this in another keyboard. You just gotta find like the right combo of things. But I think what I really like about this is just like, it's nice. You can, from this angle, sometimes on my keyboards, like even on the Sonnet, you can't really see too much. You can see a little bit of the silver peeking out there, but just seeing that little bit of gold, I like this. It has like a lot of nice characteristics to it. It looks really pretty too. So, I like that. I'm actually curious to see with no, because this doesn't have feet. Oh no, I do not like it without the desk pad. No feet on it, so it's getting too much of the desk characteristic on it. I like it. It just looks good too, right? Like even the back of it. I know it's simple, but I low-key like this. Just how simple this back is, and again, you kind of see more of the curves on the side. So, is it the power of the Nixies that make the ORI CLS-3 so nice? I mean, it's nice. The Nixies I've already known is, I really like the Nixies. They're a good switch. Can you compare the sound to a Topper? I unfortunately don't have any Topper keyboards anymore. I gave most of them to Space Cables. So I don't really have too many. Can you show the bottom? Oh yeah, sure. Flip it over again for you guys. Even see the side profile from the bottom looks so fucking cool. You get this keybeat for the looks, and it has the looks. Yeah, I think this is more of like you buy this because like you want a nice design, a well-designed piece. Even the bottom, dude, this is so pretty. You just want a nice, well-designed keyboard. I think this is it. It also sounds beautiful too. So I think you're getting like best of both worlds for this. But that comes with a premium price tag, and you don't have to buy this. There's a million other keyboards on the market right now. Obviously, I'm over exaggerating. Maybe not a million, but there's a lot. a lot of other keyboards that sound just as good, obviously without the cost, but I think this definitely is something very unique. Very, very unique. More like 900,000, kinda, yeah. Kind of went in the middle with the blue color to make like an Iron Man look. I think the only colors that I know for this is what, silver, red, and black? I'm not too positive. Not too positive. Ori boards are gorgeous. What'd you think here, Sarah? Is this Diego's? Let's see. Is it Diego's stream? Oh, it's yours. Okay, let's see. Let me see yours.
You are a nice, well-designed piece.
Kev, thank you so much for the
Alex
5 months, dude. I appreciate that, man. Bro, you're the GOAT, please. That sounds really good, dude. Ooh, with the Vince? That sounds really good, dude. I will be making an edit for this for YouTube for sure. But I'm very happy with this. Very happy. I might go in and experiment by adding a little bit more lube. I don't know though. I'm kind of not sold on doing it. I don't want to mute the spacebar anymore because I like this spacebar. I think you already mentioned it, but I forgot. Did you use a wrap for the service? No, this is actually default from IKEA. It's their, God, what is it called again? Ekbakken? It's a countertop. It's a laminate countertop, so they do all the work for you. So nothing too crazy. Let's plug this guy back in. But if you guys are wondering, my cable is from Space Cables. I also get a lot of other cables. Actually, there's one I want to go grab for you guys. I get a lot of cables from Space Cables, and then I also have one of our other sponsors who has some cables as well. Being From Scratch USA. My hydrate, I got you. Let me drink some coffee. Rady, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. One sec. So nice.
I just did overhead build early today and your video looks amazing. Do you have a video of your setup? Or do you mind sharing quickly?
Sorry guys, I had to go blow my nose. Okay. Actually, they sent this too. Oh yeah, Geo, what happened? What am I ripping about? Maverick, I just did an overhead build earlier today and your video looks amazing. Do you have videos of your setup? Do you mind sharing quickly? Maverick, I don't mind sharing at all. Let me explain one thing quick and then I'll get to what you're asking. What are we ripping? Did something happen to my stream? Thank you guys for the hype train, by the way. So From Scratch sent this artisan. Yo, low key, I've been like so into this box because it's so cool looking. Look at this. It has like a little LED that shines on the keycap when you open it. I don't know. I thought this was so cute. It's so awesome looking. Yeah, dude, why is this on my plate over here? Get out of here. I love you, Sarah, but I don't know why it keeps auto playing. Yeah, that's the packaging. I thought this was really cute. It's like an engagement ring. Yeah, kind of, right? But it's so cute. Look at this. I don't know. I think it's cool. And then there's a little keycap inside. I thought this was the most adorable thing opening this thing. It's super cool. It's like, hey, chat, would you marry me? Chat, would you? Would you? Say yes right now. So excited for the mode Envoy. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. This is cool. It's from one of our sponsors, From Scratch USA. Well, this is from Scratch Caps, but From Scratch USA is the brand. Nah, I'm good. Sorry, Rady. There's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Oh, I'll be showing off some of the cables they sent too. But if you guys want alternate cables that are not from our sponsors, you can always go look at Mr. Geo. We love Geo here. Dispatch cables. But let me explain my camera setup. Basically, what I'm using is a single light source. There's lights in the background, but they don't do anything for the actual stream. So for example, if I were to turn this off, you're not going to see anything. This little bit of light doesn't do anything for us. It's a single light source, and I'm using a Fuji with a standard kit lens. There's nothing fancy about this. That's how we're getting this. That's how we're getting all this happening. It's a single light source. It is using the Nanlite 200 compact. So that's basically it. If you could pick any board to get a V2 or just another version of, what would you pick? Ooh, that's a good question. A V2? I would like a V2 of the new. This one here that I'm using is the Fuji XS10, but any Fuji will work because they all really have the same sensors. How would you compare this board to a Smith & Wesson? I've always viewed ORI as Smith & Wesson competitors. Dude, can I be honest with you guys? Okay, listen, I have no personal hate against Smith & Wesson keyboards. I feel like this is a much more refined product. This product versus the Smith & Wesson stuff that I've built, I don't know. I was left with a weird taste in my mouth about some of the... Oh, there goes my thing in the back. Goodbye. I use tape to mount that shit. I view Smith & Wesson stuff as a little bit of a more... I don't know. I had a weird experience with Smith & Wesson stuff, guys. So, I don't know. I didn't love it. I used that as a little sheet for my photos, but I just taped it up with some old masking tape today. I don't know. I had a weird experience, and I didn't really love my experience with the Smith & Wesson stuff, so whatever. They're good sounding keyboards, like they genuinely are. Again, I just had a weird experience with them. Smith & Wesson is a lot of money for nothing really spectacular or novel in the manu process, just my 2 cents. I also agree with that. I don't think there's anything like spectacular looking about Smith & Wesson keyboards, but that's a preference thing, I think. So, I don't know. Just my thoughts. Agree with you, Alex. Of all my boards, Smith & Wesson is the most underwhelming one, especially for the price. Yeah. Like I said, I've been always trying to, even when keyboards we review, I always try to look at it from 2 perspectives, right? I try to look at it from a collector's perspective, and I try to look at it as if I am a normal consumer and I buy 1 or 2 keyboards ever in my lifetime, am I going to be happy with my purchase? A lot of the times, the collector experience might say yes, but sometimes the more important one, which is the average consumer, it could be no, right? And that's why I look at things like build experience too. If the build experience is shit, the average person is not going to like that. You know, with the Smith & Wesson keyboard, I didn't have a good time, and that was me as like I'd like to consider myself a semi-experienced builder, but like this keyboard here, yeah, it had its like a little bit of a kink with the alignment, but that's going to be fixed. Like that was pre-told to me for this prototype. So it's very hollow. Yeah, I mean, the Smith & Wesson keyboards also have very, very tight compression, which is kind of annoying. Nothing wrong with the kink. Nothing wrong, Ava. Sonnet's easily my favorite keyboard purchase of all time. I think a lot of people are going to feel that sentiment about the Sonnet. That's why I very heavily, in a way, I very heavily endorsed it. But like, I think the Sonnet's genuinely a great keyboard that I don't think many people will hate. So the Vero's actually really nice too. I liked the Vero. The Vero was a cool keyboard. I thought that was a sweet board. I would give the edge to the Sonnet, only because the Tomo felt a little weak with the O-ring mount. A little bit, but the Tomo sounds better with the top mount. Polycarb or alu for Sonnet bottom? The polycarb's kind of fun. I'd pick the polycarb, dude. The polycarbonate bottom, low-key kind of fun. I liked the Ori. It was good synth. I like it a lot, dude. This is a very solid keyboard. Very, very solid. PC bottom all day? Hell yeah. PC on a Sonnet, so good. It looks nice. And the Sonnet's a decent price if you don't go all out, but what would you rate, what would be your personal rate of 10 on this ORI CLS-3? All right, from a design perspective, I really like this. I'd personally give this about a 9. I think the only thing from a design perspective that I would change, and I say this only because I'm in the boat of not liking this too much either. I like the way that it's so uniform on the back, but I also don't love seeing some of the USB-C cable. I would like this to be recessed ever so slightly. just so we can get rid of some of that like visual aesthetic from the top down. That would be it. Everything else is fantastic. That's why it'd be a 9. Sound-wise, I mean, that's obviously a personal preference thing, but I think for this, I'd give this about an 8.5. I really like that. Build-wise, I'd give this also a 9. Pretty easy to build. I'm not going to knock off a point for the kink in the inside. I do think it does have the only thing that I would take away there, again, I think this is worth a point. Easy fix, but I didn't like the fact that the top 2 screws used a different bit versus these screws. Kind of made no sense. That'd be the only design, or I guess like build thing that I didn't love. Also, it was a little bit tricky to kind of work the screwdriver in there, and I feel like maybe an Allen key would be better. But no, I think it's a pretty solid keyboard, man. Honestly. Yeah, I think I give the recessed USB one, like a knockoff of 1 point. I think that makes sense. What if it had a USB cable that you want to show off? Well, you'd still see the USB cable, but it's just usually like this little silver bit of it that I don't love seeing. And you can kind of see that ever so slightly with this. I wouldn't really care as long as they provide mini screwdrivers. Yeah, I'm only seeing that because I did not get one. And I worry that sometimes, and I've seen this happen, some people scrape the side of the ano with their screwdriver and they could risk damaging their keyboards. This cable is from Space Cables, but I think someone told me they're sold out. If you're looking for other cool cables, you can customize them. I actually got one customized recently for Serica, which I'll be showing you guys next stream. But I got my other cables from Scratch USA. And then Mr. Geo Dispatch Cables has some awesome cables as well. But yeah, that'd be my ranking. I don't know. Do you guys like rankings? Rankings feel weird. I'm not going to lie. Ranking keyboards feels a little awkward. But I don't know. I think that's fair. I think it's a fair ranking to give here. Yes. Thok does great custom cables. I didn't even know they had custom cables. All right, guys. Let me go see who we can go raid. That was the Ori. I really liked it. Very much enjoyed it. Oh, that's me talking. Who should we raid? Should we raid Frank? What is he building? Oh, he's almost done. Is almost done here. Let's go raid Interloper Creative. He's funny. I like him. Oh, this keyboard does not have Windows key. I need to go set this up later. All right. The bottom key looks amazing. Where can I buy it? It's from Mode. It's actually in our... if you were looking for the Mode keyboard... Oh, did I not plug this in? You can go look in... what's it called? Our bio, and that has everything there. Okay, why it's working in this? Why isn't my... Okay, here it goes. Now it's typing. Raid... Interloper Create. Is that how you spell his name? 1 second. 1 second. Can I just paste into here? Nope. I hope this is spelled right. I don't have a copy paste button here. All right, guys. Everyone have a good one. This is right. Yeah, it's right. All right. Take care, guys. I enjoyed streaming with you guys today. Love you guys. Talk to you guys on Friday. Like I said, there may be a stream on Wednesday. I'll post the schedule probably first thing in the morning tomorrow. So relaxing. I appreciate that, Isaac. Thank you so much, dude. We'll do some more relaxing stuff. This week here's gonna be super, super chill. Even Friday's build's gonna be a giveaway build. Like someone already won it. And I think I might do another giveaway keyboard on Friday. So if you guys want to tune in and maybe win something on Friday, just tune in. We'll figure something out. Peace out, guys. Thank you guys so much for the support and love. Love you guys. Enjoy Interloper Creative stream. Tell them we all say hello and much love. Bye, everybody. I love you. Bye.